It's tough being a woman in a man's world, and there's no place tougher than the weightlifting platform. For the first time this year, women's weightlifting will make history as they compete at the Olympic Games. And one woman who's had a meteoric rise to fame in this sport is Natasha Barker. I'm pleased to say she joins me now. Lovely to see you.
Thanks.
Now, don't be nervous. I know I'm an intimidating presence. Now, congratulations first up.
Thanks.
You must be very, very excited. You've gained selection at the Olympic Games and you've broken an Australian record at the trials doing it. That's terrific.
Yeah, it was a good start, I suppose.
Did you expect to lift as well this year?
I was hoping to do well at the trials. I had been training pretty well leading up to the trials, but unfortunately I came down with tonsillitis about 2 weeks beforehand, so this was a bit of a struggle.
What's going through your mind right there as you drop it?
Relief.
Relief. Held on to it.
And look at the lights to make sure it's passed.
Because 3 lights have to come up.
Yeah, 3 white
to
lights.
say that the 3 judges have said that you've held it long enough in a stationary position, is that right?
Yeah, you need at least two white lights. You're allowed 1 red, but if you get 2 reds and 1 white, then it's a failed lift, so you've gone through all that for nothing.
It's an amazingly dramatic sport.
Yeah, it is. It's only sort of a few seconds, say, each lift, but it's pretty exciting, yeah. And the audience is usually right there behind you, sort of pushing and grunting with you, which is great.
What do you think it'll mean to your sport having it in the Olympic Games this year?
I think it's... a lot of people are saying women's weightlifting is the best thing for the sport because it's bringing a little bit more interest into it again. I think weightlifting's been around a long time, but perhaps in Australia the media interest or the public interest hasn't been as strong as, say, some of the other high-profile sports like swimming. So with the women's weightlifting coming in, it's kind of getting a whole new audience, and it's educating the public as well. I think a lot of people have this perception of what women weightlifters look like, and there's a whole range of weight divisions from 48 kilos to 75 plus, so, you know, it's just educational, so.
Well, how do you deal with that perception that everyone has, like you just said, of weightlifters?
Well, I guess, most people are usually surprised when they find out that I'm a weightlifter because I'm only sort of 5 foot tall and weigh around 58 to 60 kilos, so the usual reaction is, what, you're a weightlifter? But I think it's just part of that process of educating, and I think people are more interested when they do realise that just your average normal-sized girl can do it.
It's a pretty tough sport, isn't it? Just explain some of the daily routines.
Well, all we do in our training is just weightlifting. It's not like other sports where you can do cross-training. No, it's just basically lifting weights. And I train about 8 to 9 times a week, and my training sessions usually last about an hour and a half to 2 hours, and it's just pretty much all lifting weights. You're
fairly new to the sport, aren't you?
Yeah. I've only been doing Olympic-style weightlifting for just over 2 years. But, so I guess it does seem like I've come out of nowhere. But for me, it was kind of a gradual transition for me, really, because before I started weightlifting, I was doing powerlifting, which is a sport consisting of squats, bench presses and deadlifts. I did that for 3 years. So it's similar in that it's a strength sport, but without the technical sort of side. It's pretty much a brute strength sport. So with the strength from that,
so the powerlifting gave you a foundation to go into.
It did, yeah. And before I did powerlifting, I taught aerobics for about 7 years. So that gave me the flexibility and coordination.
Yeah, I can see where you can go from aerobics to weightlifting. Yeah, it's a pretty easy crossover.
It just gave me the skills, I suppose, to be able to do it. Yeah.
What do you think fans going out to the Olympic Games, and there's still tickets available for the women's weightlifting, what do you think they're going to experience at the Games?
I think they'll be surprised when they see the sort of weights that some of the women are lifting. The Asian countries are expected to dominate the women's weightlifting, and I don't know if we'll see some world records broken, hopefully, but yeah, they're pretty strong. So.
What are you going to go like? What's your chances? Come on. Say it first on the morning shift, no one's listening.
I'm really just hoping for a personal best, and just the experience of being there. I'm not expecting a medal. Australia is, we've not been as strong in weightlifting as, say, some of the other countries. Countries like China, they've got 5 million registered weightlifters, and they start from a very young age. So, and it's I guess their way of life. It's
You're up against it.
Yeah,
it's tough stuff.
Yeah, so if I do a personal best, I'll be happy.
Well, you've got all our support, Natasha.
Thanks.
Good luck. Can't wait to see you on the box or out of the games.
Yeah, I hope
and
so.
we're all behind you. Hopefully you'll
Thanks.
come away with personal best, and who knows, maybe a medal. You
Who
never
knows?
know. But thanks for coming in and joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And we're off to the marketplace.